So we are starting here a triple integration. It is just little bit extension of a double integral. The idea or the concept of double integral is just extended to a triple integral. So this is one of the simple article that we have. If you are good in double integration, you can easily solve the problems of triple integral. So maximum one session we require to finish triple integral. So today only we are going to finish our triple integration here. There are two types of example in triple integral. Type 1, if you see the type 1, the limits of triple integral are given. You will observe these limits of triple integral are given. Whenever the limits are given, you will observe the limits given there. Okay. Then it is exactly similar way of the type 1 of double integral we can evaluate it. So can you tell me what should be the order of this triple integral and what should be the integration? Yes, anyone?
dx d
dx
dz
dy
dx dy.
Whatever the order is given, that is correct. So you can follow the same order only. Okay. So this 0 to a as it is, 0 to x as it is. Can you integrate integrand with respect to z? What is integration? When you integrate with respect to z, remember x and y are like a constant.
z square upon 2.
That's a simple integration. Z square by 2. Limits are 0 to y. 0 to y and then dy dx as it is. Now tell me the integration. Replacement. First we'll replace upper and lower limit. So when we replace upper and lower limit, we get x cube y square into y square by 2 only. If we simplify this, we get x cube y raised to 4
y cube 4
y4 na 2 dy dx. Now tell me the next integration. This is the double integral and you already know how to evaluate it. 0 to x indicate that should be integrated with y. And what should be the integration?
x cube y to the power 5 by 10.
Okay, y5 by 10. So little more simplification, that x cube into x5 by 10. So the integration of x raised to 8
and 90.
Yes, and we get a required answer then.
So, a power 9 by 90.
Yes, that is the final answer. So this is one of the simple question that is asked in 2016, mainly for 5 marks there. So yes, it is a really simple, important thing that you should know. When you integrate the innermost integral, treat the remaining two variable as constant, then you integrate the middle and then the outer. Okay, so that is a triple integration. Triple integration is not so difficult. So once you complete, you can tell me. We'll move to the next question. And if anyone have a doubt, you can ask it here. Everyone completed?
Recording in progress.
Okay, all of you completed this?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So here is the next question. Question number 2. You should tell me the order. What is the inner integral first? Inner integral we should integrate with?
dy.
dy.
Yes. You will observe the limits are in terms of x and z. Whenever the limits are in terms of x and z, we should integrate that with y, treating x and z as a constant. So integration -1 to 1, 0 to z, and let I'm integrating here only with respect to y. So integral of x is
X
x,
y square by 2
yes, xy, y square by 2, and zy,
plus zy.
x minus z to x plus z. And then you'll observe 0 to z is the limit, so 0 to z should be of
Dx dz.
correct. Remaining is that one. We integrated with y. Remember, this order is not correctly given, so we converted it dy dx dz. Dy dx, y dy dx dz. Limits are in xz, so y should be first. Y should be first, that way. Now we have to put upper and lower limit, and we have to simplify this. So it's minus 1 to 1. When we put upper limit, it comes x into x plus z plus x plus z bracket square by 2 plus z into x plus z. So this is upper limit. Now lower limit minus, we replace y by x minus z. So x into x minus z minus, lower limit have the minus sign, x minus z bracket square upon 2 and minus z into x minus z. So that about the replacement of upper limit minus lower limit and dx dz as it is. Now if we simplify this, see there is one integral I left, I think. So 0 to z.
0 to z integral.
Okay, so this integral 0 to z is there. Okay, and now just simplify. I will write it here. If you simplify these two terms, this term and this term, can you tell me what we left?
2xz,
Yes,
2xz.
2xz, correct.
2z square,
Just 1 minute, and what will be the simplification of this term with this term?
2xz,
Again 2xz.
2xz.
And lastly, we have left this term with this term,
2z square.
2z square.
correct. So that about the simplification that we have. Now this is a 2xz there. So let me do the next step here. Minus 1 to 1, 0 to z. This is a 4xz plus 2z square dx dz. Integrate now with respect to x.
2x square z
2x square z, correct.
plus 2z square x.
Correct. And limits are 0 to z. And we left dz only now. Put upper limit and lower limit. What we left? Integral minus 1 to 1. 2z cube plus 2z cube. Is it 4z cube? And what is the integral of 4z cube?
Z to the power
Z
4.
to the power 4.
Limits are minus 1 to 1. Put upper limit 1 raised to 4 is 1. Minus lower limit minus
Plus
1 raised to 4 is also 1. Answer is 0. Okay, good. So even though the question is lengthy, it's not so difficult. Majority of the times you have to deal with the algebraic terms only. Just you have to add the indices. Okay, indices rule, algebraic rules. Okay, like addition, subtraction, expansion of bracket. And a majority of the questions you require one simple formula, that is integration of x raised to n, integral of algebraic term. So there are many questions on algebraic term in double and triple integration. So integrands are really a simple. Important thing, you should know the process, how to evaluate, and simplification you have to do it step by step properly without any silly mistake or without any error. What about the example 2 here? If you've done this, tell me, we'll move to the next question then.
Yes, sir. Done.
Done? Okay. So third question then, I will take a third question here. This is the solution that's in the book. So The question number 3 is on the screen. I want the order first. What should be the order?
dz,
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 dy,
dy,
dx.
dx.
Correct. So
dz
whatever
dy
the,
dx.
yes, whatever the order given is correct. The reason is inner limits are in terms of x and y. So we should integrate first with respect to z. So if we want to integrate this first with respect to z, the integral will become xy z square by 2. Limits of z is this one. And we left with dy dx. If we put upper and lower limit, we get here
X square minus y square.
yes upon 2. Now next step, how to integrate this with y now. Yes. Yes, anyone?
simplify.
Simplify
Simplify
means
first.
you multiply xy inside the bracket, is it?
Yes.
There are 3 ways. One of the way, yes, as he is saying, we multiply xy in the bracket and then we integrate with y and do the integration. That is one of the
Take
way.
y common.
Y common. कहाँ से
No,
y
sir.
common?
No,
X
sir.
by 2 common.
X by 2.
X by 2 you can keep it out and y inside and then integrate. That is one of the way. Okay. But instead of that, there is another way which is more simple than that. The other way, one of the other way is substitution. You can put 1 minus x square minus y square equal to t, and then probably you get 2y dy is a dt, and then you can proceed. Okay, the second way I told substitution. Actually, direct is little lengthy, substitution is little simple, but other than that, the third method is really simple. Can anyone guess what should be a third method? The third method is one of the simplest method, I think.
Whole square.
Pardon?
Whole square to make the whole square.
No, it's not required whole square. You look for the limits of double integral and look for the integrand, and you will come to know that there is some special thing about this double integral. What about this double?
A square minus b square.
No, this double integral is on which region first? Can you guess?
Circle.
It is a part of circle.
Circle.
It is not entire
Circle.
circle. If you
Yes.
observe, the limits of the double integral are y equal to 0, y equal to root of 1 minus x square, x equal to 0, and x equal to 1. So if you draw these boundaries, if you draw these all 4 boundaries, you will come to know, first of all, this y equal to root of 1 minus x square can be written as x square plus y square equal to 1. That is a circle here. Okay, and then this region is between x equal to 0. Okay, the boundaries are say x equal to 0, this is x equal to 0, y equal to 0, then x equal to 1, and then circle. So obviously the region of integration is, are you getting? So what should be done if the region is a circle or the part of a circle? What is the best part?
So we can convert it into polar.
Yeah, that is the best method, I think. Yes, you can do it in Cartesian. I am not saying that is not possible. In the book, actually it is solved in Cartesian form only. Okay, so choice is yours, but answer remains same. So what is the limits of then r and theta? If you take a radial strip, if you
R is from 0 to
r equal to 0 and r will vary on the circle of x square plus.
circle.
So r is equal to 1, no?
Yes, sir.
R is 0 to 1 because x square plus y square is 1, that is r equal to 1. What about theta?
0 to pi by 2.
0 to pi by 2, that's one. Now this 1 by 2 constant as it is, x is r cos theta, y is r sin theta, and this is x square plus y square is r square. So there is 1 minus r square, and dy dx is r dr d theta. Now this is a transformed double integral from Cartesian domain to the polar domain. Is Cartesian to the polar. The reason is the boundary is a part of a circle. So it is not compulsory to transform it in a polar. You can do it in Cartesian also, but you should be able to manage that calculation. Okay. Otherwise, generally I prefer this in polar form. 1 by 2 is a constant. I can write throughout outside. Limit is 0 to pi by 2, 0 to 1. Now this r is a 3 times there. So that I can take inside. That is r cube minus r raised to 5 sine theta cos theta dr d theta. Now two steps left. First we should integrate with r, and then we can integrate it with a theta also there. Do the calculation one by one. Anyone have doubt up to here?
No, sir.
No. So let I write on the right side there. We'll just erase a small part, this part. Okay. So that integral 1 by 2, 0 to pi by 2 as it is, and integral of r cube is r4 by 4 minus r6 by 6, limits 0 to 1, and then sine theta cos theta d theta. That can be converted as sine 2 theta, or okay, we'll do that in the next step. Sine theta cos theta d theta as it is. So this 1 by 2 as it is, and we left with 1 by 4 minus 1 by 6. That's one. Now I will put sine theta as a t. If sine theta is t, cos theta d theta as a dt, so it is a t square by 2. So integration is sine square theta upon 2. 0 to pi by 2 is a limit. So 1 by 2, 6 minus 4 is a 2. Is it 24?
Yes, sir.
And this sine pi by 2 is 1. So this 1 by 2, sine 0 is 0. And your answer is 1 by 48 then. That's all. So next step is your answer. Conference. Meeting. Okay. Done?
Yes, sir.
So this,
Hmm.
how did we get the sine square theta by 2?
Integral of sine theta cos theta d theta.
Oh, okay. Okay, sir.
Put sine theta as a t, cos theta d theta as a dt.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry.
Okay, so next question on the type 2, and that is only one question I'm taking on type 2 here. One more question, one or two questions in tutorial there. So that we'll discuss that time. Right now only one question on a type 2 here. So This is the solution of this previous example in Cartesian form. So you will get same answer 1 by 48 here. You will observe the answer will not change. Now these are few more questions on this exercise 7.3 from the textbook. Few of the questions already from this I given in tutorial 3. So that you have to do into for tutorial 3 there. Okay. Come to the type 2 here. Now what is the type 2? Type 2 is the triple integral where the limits of triple integral are not given. The limits for triple integration not given. So in such a case, what we have to do it, just you have to observe the boundaries of the solid. Okay, now here we don't have the boundaries for the region. Instead of region, we are given a solid. And we have to find out their boundaries. So you will observe the solid is bounded by 3 curves, or yes, one is actually it is not curve, it is a cylinder. One is cylinder, and remaining 2 are planes. So there are 3 curves that were given. So from this, you should find out first the limits for z, variable z first, and evaluate the integral with z first. Okay, near about each and every example we can do like this. We can integrate first with respect to z. So we are going to do the integration like dz dx dy. Okay, can you guess or not guess? Can you find the limits of z here from this equation? Yes, anyone? There is no need to draw a solid. Instead of drawing a solid, just look for the equations and find the limits for variable z. Yes, you can see easily there. What is z? What is the value of z you are looking in the equations?
0.
Yes,
Zero.
one is z equal to 0 there. So z
4
equal
minus
to
y.
and 4 minus
4
y.
minus y.
Correct.
Minus
That
y.
become limits for z first. So what will happen? This is double integral. Integral of dz is a z, which is 0 to 4 minus y dx dy. This will convert it to double integral 4 minus y dx dy on the region R now. Now, previously it is volume. On a volume we are evaluating, but now what is the region R now? What should be the region in xy plane? Yes, anyone?
Circle.
Yes, it is circle. Now the equation which is in x and y only, that left only, that is circle. So our region in xy plane is a circle, x square plus y square equal to 4. And that is the entire circle again. The region of integration is the entire circle here, this one. So what should be the best way? Yes, anyone?
So polar then.
It's better to go in a polar, correct? So what should be the limit of r and what should be the limit of theta?
0 to 2.
0, 0 to 2.
Yes. And theta?
So 0 to 2 pi.
0 to 2 pi.
0 to 2 pi, that is correct again. And here is a 4. Y is r sine theta. And this dx dy is r dr d theta. That's one. Now just we have to integrate it. We have to integrate it. Our answer will get it as 16 pi there. Okay. So first I will integrate this with respect to r. So this is 0 to 2 pi as it is. When we integrate this with respect to r, integral of 4r is 2r square. This is 2r square. The integral of r square is r cube by 3 sine theta as it is d theta. And limit of r is 0 to 2 there. I hope it is clear. So 0 to 2 pi, let I simplify first. 0 to 2 pi as it is. This is 2 square is 4, 4 into 2 is 8. 8 minus 8 by 3 sine theta d theta. Can you tell me the integral now? What should be the integral of 8? 8 theta. And what about 8 by 3 sine theta?
Minus
By 3
8.
cos theta.
Minus
Plus
minus
8 by
plus
3
cos
cos theta.
theta. And 0 to 2 pi. Just put upper limit and lower limit. When you put upper limit, you get a 16 pi there. And this time you will get 8 by 3 cos 2 pi is 1. Lower limit theta is a 0, first term is 0, cos 0 is 1, so minus 8 by 3. So final answer is a 16 pi. That about the triple integral when the limits not given. So I will tell you the hint how to do the triple integration whenever the limits not given. Observe the equations. From the equation, first try to find out the limit of z only. Once you get the limit of z, okay, means actually we are finding the height of that solid. Height of the solid is varying from 0 to 4 minus y. Height of the solid is varying from 0 to 4 minus y. Once we get the height of the solid, then double integral dx dy gives you the area of the base. Double integral dx dy gives you the area of the base, and indirectly you get a volume of the solid. When you do the triple integral dz dx dy, you get a volume of the solid. We are going to get the volume of the solid here. So indirectly we obtained the volume of a cylinder which is not in the regular form. The regular solid, regular cylinder is a different, which have a constant height. If the height of the cylinder is like 4, okay, if height of the cylinder is like 0 to 4 and the base is x square plus y square equal to 4, we can get its volume by direct formula. We know it is a pi r square h, pi r square h, and that way we can put the radius of the base and height of the cylinder and we get the volume. But in this case, our cylinder is not a regular, whose upper cut is not a straight, it is a oblique cut is there. And because of that, our answer is coming 16 pi there. Any doubt?
No, sir.
No? Are you completed this?
So please wait.
Yes, sure. Yes, anyone? Any doubt? Are you completed? Are you completed?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good.
Yes, sir.
Remember, we done this question. You can see the question we done without drawing a solid. So nowhere in the exam you have to draw that cylinder. Okay, 3D figure is not required. In the book, yes, the solid is shown to get an idea that of which solid we calculated the volume. So I will show you that diagram. The diagram is here. So you'll observe this is actually the solid that we are given. The solid is that cylinder. It is written only there. This is the cylinder whose base is here. The base is in xy plane, and that is a circle. Say x square plus y square equal to 4. Okay, and then this is a straight line. This is a straight line which is y plus z. Y plus z equal to 4. And because of that, the coordinate of these points are 0, 4, 0 because it is in y-axis. This point is on z-axis, so coordinates are 0, 0, 4. Okay, and that is y plus z equal to 4. And we have then oblique plane there. So this is the oblique plane that we have. This is actually y plus z equal to 4 plane. This intersection of that plane y plus z equal to 4 with that cylinder. So you will observe the upper height of that cylinder is not constant, it is a different, and because of that we get the answer as a 16 pi only. So again in the book they're done in Cartesian domain. That is okay. You, if you are happy, you can do the calculation in Cartesian domain only. If you want, you can do the calculation in polar domain. Both way, your answer will come same there. Got it? Any doubt?